told I need to do that or I'm not a proper comedian. We got any drinkers in the house? Hey! Like I'm the same when you get through this before this room starts spinning. But I do care for drinking. I use it for my social anxieties. It's always good, you can't really look inwardly if your vision's blurred. But I'm not talking out my arse, it was a known thing back in World War I. In the trenches, you had Dutch courage to go over the top. And everyone knows the one equivalent of trench warfare is in fact going to a party where you only know one person and then they go away. But one of my favourite parts is bottomless brunch. Love that we found. Hey, thank you very much. Please invite me. I need people. You get really judgy looks if you go alone. And I just need someone to validate that I'm not a crazy person, despite I am. But yeah, no, I was so happy when we got over it. It was a journey for the whole thing. First, it was the hoity-toity restaurants in New York, doing them on the weekends, and then our hoity-toity restaurants got them in Jesmond, and now you can literally go anywhere on a Newcastle street. Okay, it's food. Like, you're not special, but for free booze, what can you do? And just a pass for all you can drink, unlimited bottles you can have. And it is a challenge, I'll tell you. But I do also find bottomless brunch does attract the wrong type of drunks. You know what I'm on about. You can tell from how they look, how they dress, how they smell, and they're always carrying that thing over the back. I'm talking to people like Becky from HR with a giant Ted Baker bag, which I do think looks like a bag for life, honestly, just dressed up, but that's just an issue between me and my fiance. I'm not paying 80 quid for that, no matter how much you say. They're in Lidl for 50p and I'll do that. But yeah, people like that, they just, one, don't know how to speak to wait staff, which is rude, and also, you just don't want to get cut off during, when you're drinking. It's very, very sad to be told you can't have any more of the infinite bottles of wine. I feel like how Adam and Eve, when they got kicked out of Eden. But another reason I don't care for those type of drinkers is they just don't know where to puke. Like, everyone knows the best place to puke, well, it's a toilet, but God isn't always that kind. You're at a comedy show on a Sunday, so... But yeah, so you want like down a drain, in maybe a plant, or on that guy who was rude to me that one time. But also in how drinking's changed since I was back in the day growing up trying to learn how to drink till I get the ripe old age of 15 so I could properly start drinking. Was the after work drinks was always a thing of you spent all day at work and then you'd go to the pub and you'd just casually ignore each other after professionally ignoring each other all day, and then you'd go home, be upset why your wife is upset with you, and then solve it by ignoring her, but in a marital way. It wasn't a time. I do really hope for someone, I don't want someone to come up to me after this and just let me know that after work drinks is still a thing and I'm just a loser. But my final take on the change of drinking culture is the death of the wino. What happened? It was always a thing in your TV show. They'd be in the gutter with a bottle of wine, clogging up with the leaves, and now they're just gone. You just have people out drinking the case cider or dragon soup if you want to treat themselves. One of the best new inventions ever. Back in the day, you'd be told, oh no, don't make caffeine and alcohol. It's not well. Now we've got them pre-packaged in the can. What's next? We're taking cigarettes to beaters like a Capri Sun straw. But I really don't blame for drinking cider all day. One, it sounds fun, and what I'm going to do after this. But also, it's just cheaper than a bottle of Coke, which is just a statement. I feel like in a few years we're going to get them in our meal deals. You'll have your salad, your egg pot, the most popular side for some reason, and then your 8% drink. Because we all know you can't be drinking on an empty stomach. That would be alcoholism. Thank you very much, all.